Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we are on season 1 episode 4 of Fringe. I am really enjoying this show. So I know it's early days, I know I've just started, but the character, mainly Walter, I've warmed to them really quickly. Olivia, I'm still not 100% sure. Obviously I like her, but I'm not like invested with her just yet. I briefly touched upon it on the previous reaction, but there's a lot of barriers there, and I feel like I want to chip away at them, and I'm sure I'll come to love her immensely, similarly to Mal from Firefly. So we'll wait and see how this goes. But let's roll that intro and get stuck in to a brand new reaction. Here we go. Brooklyn, New York. I feel like these diners are just the best.
Can I get some coffee?
Roast beef sandwich on a roll. Meat raw as possible. Room temperature water. No ice.
It's very particular.
I think he does.
11 of those, please.
Really particular. This is how Jay orders food, by the way, guys. He's writing backwards there. What are those? I mean, I love Tabasco, but dude be going overboard. It's like the aliens from Roswell. Nah, it's a no from me. What is he waiting for here? Guessing this. Still pays, very honourable of him.
It has arrived.
Color me intrigued, guys.
Fahrenheit for 120 hours.
This would drive me mad.
What formula are you rattling off at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Formula for root beer.
Root beer.
He was awake till 5 in the morning, reciting the chemical compositions of his favorite beverages to me, all while he was standing there naked, because he prefers the breeze.
Did she look him up and down then? Because I feel like she did. I don't blame her.
I don't do well staying in one place, you know that.
Oh, he's going a bit stir crazy, is he?
He's made it very clear that if you leave, he won't cooperate with our investigations.
He feels trapped now, though. So him staying here it's going to be a big thing for Peter.
Hello? Hello? Morning? Morning.
I love him.
Yesterday, there was an explosion at a construction site in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. The public was told that it was a gas main explosion, which technically is the truth.
Oh God, what are we going to see?
We had it transported here late last night. I wanted you to see this as soon as possible.
Oh my God, is it going to be aliens?
Do you have an idea what this may be?
An idea, yes.
Do you feel like Sharon?
No.
Can of magic space soup appears out
Who
of
says
nowhere.
it came from space?
It's a joke, Walter.
Oh.
Oh,
This is the last one, Olivia. And I'm gone.
I don't buy that for a second. And neither does she. Okay, I'll play along.
We'd rather you stay.
If you require my perspicacity such as it exists, not the least of which is access to my equipment, my lab.
Walter? You might want to remember who you're talking to. I thought that said Roswell. I was like, there's no way. The houses look so different, don't they? Because I feel like in the UK, like the houses that are next to each other just sort of are copies of each other.
48 hours after we found it, there was an explosion unlike anything I'd ever seen.
As a friend, I'd ask you to stay as far away from this thing as you can.
It's going to come back to Walter.
What exactly is this?
In time, my dear.
I hope these two have the best relationship. Oh, I recognise him. He's been in a few things.
Can I help you?
What kind of weapon was that?
Where is it?
Oh, they don't stay on the screen very long, the glyph things. I noticed a pattern on the frog's back then, but went too quick. Or was it a toad? I don't even know. It looked like a frog.
Hello?
No way.
I need a call traced from my cell.
We have no record of any calls in the last 3 hours.
Oh, I just got chills off that. It's not in your head before you start thinking that. At least I assume not, right? It sounded like some sort of interference and he was jumping onto the signal.
Department of Defense wanted a subterranean torpedo shot from anywhere in the world through the Earth's core and hit its target on the other side.
It is going to link back to Walter.
I don't believe it.
So the same guy.
2 weeks ago at the hospital. That's him.
Can I help you?
Go at the hospital in Quincy. It's the same guy, and he looks the same.
Come with me.
Oh, they're already working on it. Oh my god, this is way bigger than what I thought.
Took us a year to spot him. You did it in 3 weeks.
Go on, Olivia, love.
We refer to him as the Observer. But what he wants and why he's there, we don't know.
He's also communicating back to someone though, because he was like, it's arrived.
What is that?
Called sound.
I know that.
What is that? Sound?
We're moving that thing to a secure facility. I'm on my way.
Got it. Someone comfort.
Why would you ask that?
Have they?
Yes.
Aluminum foil.
Why?
Trust me.
It'll block the signal.
I'm gonna go get you your aluminum foil.
Also known as aluminium.
While you're out, if you see a chance to get me a root beer float, that would be wonderful.
Just yelled at him, Walter. But yeah, sure. He'll go and get you your beverage of choice.
Would you be a lamb and get me that syringe?
Sure.
No? What? Why would he do that? Tell me that's to keep her safe. He's going to hide her somewhere because he knows that someone's going to be coming. Was that a butterfly showing a skeleton then?
I got the tin foil.
And that's why he sent him for the foil. He just wanted him out the way. That was literally it, wasn't it?
Someone came to you. Think about her.
Oh, God.
See? That was easy.
He's going to kill him anyway. What is that? Can someone tell me what that is?
I haven't had a root beer float.
Oh, that's root beer. I thought root beer was like, oh shit.
How is it?
Heavenly, earthly at the same time.
Quite the connoisseur.
Isn't root beer pop? So they've put ice cream on top of pop.
Thank you for hiding the beacon. I can't touch it myself. I know you have questions. Soon you will have answers.
He's working with him?
Walter just got picked up, walking the median of I-95.
I can tell you that someone is coming to seek the cylinder, thus I had to hide it.
So he's playing along.
Walter, who is he? Where can we find him?
We won't be able to find him.
Of course not.
Who is he? Who is he? Where did you find him?
Must you always be so small-minded?
He does talk to Peter so much differently than he talks to anyone else.
I am not a child. I will not be babied.
Olivia's like, well, this is awkward.
I think you'll understand why I don't want to hang around any longer.
I upset him, didn't I?
You think?
Apparently he had a meeting with a man matching the description of our friend, the bald guy.
Are you saying Walter's saying he knows him?
I'm saying he's not cooperating.
Is Astrid okay? There's me like, oh, I hope they have a lovely relationship. Shoots her up in the neck.
No, I need some work.
Not a bad photo chop, really.
Anywhere but Boston. Okay.
Oh, sugar. Sugar butters? That one had a triangle on it, I think.
No, there was a struggle here.
I'll check it out. Thanks, Astrid.
She said that so No, there was a struggle here. Everything ransacked.
You don't work for Big Eddie, do you? Look, I think you got the wrong guy. But what I'm saying is, whatever it is you want, I don't think I'm going to be able to give it to you.
Oh, not up the nose. Yep, they're going up his nose. I hope you've cleaned them. Where up's he going? Into his brain. And now he's going to get him to tell you about Olivia now.
Something's happened, yes. Something unfortunate. What is it?
I believe this man may have abducted Peter. Did you tell him where you put it?
No, of course not. I don't need to.
What?
You're the last person I would tell.
Yeah, but Walter thinks you're going to tell him straight away.
When was the last time your father kissed you? Think about a time before he was sent away to the institution. A happy time. A time when you still believed that your father loved you.
Oh, so his childhood. He's going to have hid it somewhere relating to his childhood.
Beside his car in your old house, does your father have any other hiding places?
They're all over, though, aren't they?
Thank you. You just told me where the cylinder is.
Not his mum's grave. Robert Bishop.
Shame you never met him.
Granddad? Oh, at least Olivia's on it now.
Went that way. Go. He's got a gun.
Why am I flinching like it's coming directly at me? Get a grip. I'll be keeping that gun. Might come in handy. Uh-oh. I would laugh my ass off if a little green alien came out of this now. It's gone. Buried into the core. There he is.
Departure on schedule.
Departure on schedule?
Who the hell are you?
He moves like so robotic. It's.
You know what it is, don't you? Why is it here? Why now?
How is he doing that?
Who are you?
Also, how did he manage to get hit by him if he can read in the future? What?
Do you really know my father? Did you talk to him this afternoon?
Oh, he can read his mind. And the rookery was that? Is it like a taser shot? He's not bleeding, right?
I'll take you back to your hotel. If you don't mind, there's something I'd like to do first.
Apologise to Astrid. Oh, she's fuming. Rightly so.
It would help you feel a sense of retribution. It would tell you to inject me too, but I'd most likely enjoy it.
Oh, why did that break my heart?
Hi. You ready to get out of here?
I don't know how, but he was inside my head. He knew what I was going to say before I said it.
Listen, you took a pretty bad blow to the head.
No. Olivia, what the heck?
Your credentials have been approved.
Yay!
Civilian consultant to the Department of Homeland Security.
Got a title now, my guy.
Will it get me out of speeding tickets?
Maybe.
Just get lost in his ocean eyes, guys.
I was able to answer a question that I didn't have the answer to. How did I know that, Walter?
It's something to do with his medical.
You remember the night, the accident when you were young?
This is something to do with the medical.
We were saved, both of us, by a man that I had never met.
The bald guy.
I remember that he was bald.
Oh, the observer saved. He didn't just observe.
It was as if he knew my thoughts before I did. Without speaking, he made it clear that he would need me one day. To return favor, so to speak.
And that was it.
Instantly, I knew I had to protect the capsule for him.
She's gonna get a phone call now. Again. Or maybe a letter. Maybe one of them letters. Beyond the grave. No, an actual visit.
Hello, Liv.
Way bigger than what I thought. There's me thinking she's just gonna get a phone call or, you know, a nice little handwritten note. No, he rocks up in a gaff. So does this mean that Nina has brought him back? points that I want to make with this episode. First is that I feel as though Olivia is admiring Peter and seeing Peter for who he is and the things that he is capable of. Whereas I feel as though Peter doesn't see himself with characteristics that others admire within him. He's quite self-deprecating, and I imagine that's to do with his upbringing and feeling inferior, especially with Walter and his intellect. Even though Peter is extremely intelligent, he's probably been reminded a lot in his life that he's never as intelligent as his dad, or he just lived in his shadow, perhaps. I don't know anything about his mum, and I still really want to know about his mum because Walter brought her up in this one as well. So Walter suggested that his mum spoke to him like a child and didn't encourage Walter's projects. Shall we call them projects? Walter seems very much triggered by Peter's presence, and especially when Peter is talking to him, because he feels as though he's controlling Walter, treating him like a child, babying him in some way, and Walter doesn't like that. The things that Walter said to Peter, I think, really cut deep, because clearly from Peter's point of view, he doesn't want to be there. He's still doing it because it's his dad, and obviously Olivia has asked him to be part of it, but he's never once wanted to actually be there. But he felt this weight, this guilt to continue and look out for his dad. And Olivia's mentioned, you know, you're his son. He's your dad. Like, it's a family matter as well. Whereas Peter never feels that he has that disconnect because he hasn't been brought up in a typical way. So for Walter to snap at him, he just thought, that's what I needed, because now I can relieve that guilt, forget about it, and just move on with my life. What makes me sad is that the second he wasn't going to be there and be a part of like the federal agency and Walter and that, he was still going to do a job. So he's very like, I'll do a job, I'll focus on that, and then I'll move on to the next one, and then the next one, and it's sort of like a cycle. And it's as if he continues to do all of these things so he doesn't have to stop and think about his past. I could be way off base there, I don't know. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Like, he doesn't like to be in one place because he feels suffocated, and then he has to think about life. Whereas if he's just picking stuff and moving on the go constantly, everything's forever turning, and he doesn't settle, then in his mind that's going to solve everything, when in reality it's just avoidance. And hopefully him hearing this honesty from Walter about the accident and what he's been through, he'll want to get to the bottom of it. And I do think Olivia is tempting him to stay and to have that comfort, because to me he sees a connection there. Olivia's not really feeding it, shall we say, feeding that connection, but you can still see that, the glances and the looks, there's just something there without any words being shared. But yeah, I don't know, the whole Astrid and Walter thing really hurt my heart, because yes, he always forget her name, and then he would call her Lamb, and when she would ask him questions, he would answer, and it was all calm and nice. And I was just hoping, this could be like the biggest turnaround for like a cute little friendship, But then he stabs her in the neck, drugs her. So, yeah, when he went to apologise, because he didn't need to do that, but he wanted to do that, which I think was a big moment for Walter. So for Astrid not to reciprocate that or accept the apology, you could see how much that hurt him and how upset he got. He just seemed really deflated. Yeah, it hurt my heart a lot. But I'm not saying that as in Astrid is wrong, because if someone stuck me in the neck with some drugs, I think I'd have the same response. If anything, I would be a lot angrier about it. But I'm hoping that her being quite firm and harsh will allow Walter to respect her a little bit more. And for the other way around, I hope that the fact that he's apologized to her will show that, you know, he was looking out for her in the bigger picture. And I truly believe that. I really do. Maybe that's just because I want to believe that. Not too sure. I guess we'll see. This whole observer thing is wild to me. So Walter and Peter was in an accident. The observer saved them to then get to this point. So, because if he didn't save Walter and Peter in that accident, then Walter and Peter wouldn't be there to then dispatch this egg-like device thing. So I think Walter was right. That was his calling. That was his purpose. He had to do that. Hence the drugging of Astrid and sending off Peter to get some aluminium foil. So the plot definitely thickens, and we'll be seeing a lot more of the Observer. There's no way that they can introduce the Observer for an episode that isn't resolved, because that the egg thing got away. We were then told that, you know, Walter had seen him before, but we're none the wiser to who this Observer is. Why is that? His movement is very robotic, but I mean, he eats, so surely he can't be an actual robot. Which then makes me think, oh, possible alien. And obviously I don't mean like a green creature, but I just mean he's from out of this world. Yeah, unless he's like an AI from a different world. It's just funny that, you know, the object was alien-like. It looked as though it came from outer space. And then the Observer was eating like jalapenos, loads of pepper, Tabasco, like really hot foods with like raw meat and savory stuff. So it just made me think of Roswell, because they used to put Tabasco sauce and everything. If you've seen that show, I might just be linking different shows and being off topic there. Again, please no spoilers, guys. Obviously you know who the Observer is and what he is. I'm just saying where my head's at right now, which is I have no freaking clue. But yeah, those are my thoughts. This show is just a bit of me. It just is, guys. I really like it. I'm surprised that I haven't watched it before, because it is my type of show. Yeah, I know that I'm going to get to the end of this one. Unless, obviously, further on in the seasons, it just completely changes pace, or it just doesn't feel like the same show. Which, touch wood, hopefully that doesn't happen. But I think I'm just going to grow to love these characters even more. And I'm very hopeful that Olivia will become a favourite of mine. It's just like I said, I can't fully love her yet because she's just so guarded. She doesn't really express herself, like even in her words, and like she'll say nice things and she's very to the point. She just wants to know the info and she moves on. There's no emotion there. I want to see emotions. I want to see layers. And I know that they'll be in there. It's just waiting for them to come out. Whereas Walter's very much like, it's all on the surface. He can't hide anything. It's just, he is who he is, and he's never going to apologize for that. And I feel as though Peter is somewhere in the middle. And then you've got Olivia. So it makes sense that Peter is there because he's the middleman in a lot of situations. I just hope that he finds and accepts himself along this path. I really like it, guys. I hope that's coming across in my reactions and you guys are enjoying watching this along with me. If you are, let me know. It would mean a lot to me, and obviously it would keep the content coming. If you did like it, give it a cheeky thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I would just love to have you. Massive shout out to all of my members, and a special one to my sponsors. I just hope you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out there, and I hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen the Mindful Witch, and they say, great reaction. do not worry about being able to follow along and understand the fringe aspects of the show. The characters and your inevitable love for them will be more than enough to thoroughly enjoy the show. I look forward to seeing you get more and more invested in it. Thanks, Dakara. No, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for recommending the show, guys. I have full faith. I mean, it's weird because I have just touched upon that, but I have full faith that my love for the characters will keep everything going. And yes, I do doubt that I might struggle when it comes to the science aspect of things, but like you guys have very kindly pointed out, the show will educate me on that. So yes, I might not instantly know everything what Walter is going on about, but they do like to dumb it down for the audience, which obviously is me. So yeah, looking forward to seeing more and more of this show. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget guys, if you'd like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, then don't forget to leave them in the comment section below and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.